The Daruma's first step. The key felt heavy in Akito's hand, heavier than any textbook. He stood on the sidewalk looking up at the small apartment building, his new world. His mother, Rin, tucked his scarf one last time. "You remembered the extra blanket, didn't you, dear?" she asked. His father, Hiroki, smiled, placing a small, rough wooden keychain, a tiny, stylized Daruma doll, into his palm. "Life is a series of small, important steps, Akito. If you fall, the Daruma always rights itself. So will you." The door closed, and suddenly, the small room was silent. Akito was surrounded by towers of boxes, but in the silence, he heard a new, quiet sound. The sound of his own space. "Okay," he whispered, a grin spreading across his face. "Freedom!" The first 3 days were glorious. Class ended, and the time was his. He stayed up until 3 a.m. battling an evil sorceress on his console, leaving the dishes in a pile that grew taller and wobblier. Soon, the sorceress was defeated, but a new villain appeared. Responsibility. The alarm clock shrieked at 7 a.m. He swatted it. Snooze. The next time it shrieked, it was 8:30 a.m. He was going to be late. He scrambled to find a clean shirt. None. He opened the refrigerator. Empty shelves stared back at him, except for a forgotten jar of pickle spears. Independence tasted strangely like vinegar and panic. The morning was a disaster. Later that evening, he sat on the floor, surrounded by his own mess, a mountain of laundry, crusty bowls, and half-unpacked books. He realized that freedom was not just doing what he wanted, but also doing what needed to be done. He picked up his phone and called his mother. "It's a lot, Mom," he admitted. Rin's voice was warm. "Yes, dear. It is, but you don't eat the whole meal in one bite, do you? Just take one dish, just one sock, one step." Akito hung up the phone. He didn't want his mother to fix it. He just needed a reminder of how to start. He found a small whiteboard and wrote 3 things: laundry, dishes, groceries. 3 small, important steps. He attacked the mess. The washing machine churned. The dishes sparkled. Later, he returned from the market, carrying bags full of colorful vegetables and rice. Planning a simple meal, he felt a deeper satisfaction than defeating any sorceress. That night, he worked on a complicated essay. The apartment was tidy, his clothes were folded, and he had a clean mug of herbal tea nearby. He was still tired, but the exhaustion was a good kind, the kind earned by his own effort. He looked up, catching his reflection in the dark window. He saw the adult he was becoming, not perfect, but responsible. The small apartment was no longer just his space. It was his home, built one important step at a time.